Hi, is this Kim?
Who is this?
This is Brennan. I don't know if you remember me from a few years ago. We were making videos.
Oh, hi, Brennen.
How are you? Angel gave me your number.
Yes, good to hear from you.
It's so good to hear from you too. I heard you're not living on the streets anymore.
No, not right now, no.
That is amazing. How have things been?
It's been okay. It's been okay. I was in jail for a long time, for 2 years.
Oh my God.
Yep, I went to jail for 2 years, and I got out, and I'm just trying to maintain, you know?
Yeah, of course.
We're going to have to get together. I would love to see you. Maybe
Yeah.
we can do lunch or something. I'm so happy to talk to you.
Yes,
sweetie.
me too. I'm so glad to hear you're doing well. You sound amazing. I don't know if you're free this week at all, but I'd love to get together.
Yeah, definitely. I'm free this weekend. How about Wednesday?
Wednesday? Yeah, that works perfect. We'll talk soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, this is the best news I've heard in a long time. She sounds like she's doing amazing. Sounds like the classic Kim that I remember. So on Wednesday, let's meet up with her.
Let's go.
I'll see you guys on Wednesday.
Hey!
I'm on camera already.
Oh, you look so good.
Thank you. Hi.
Oh my
Long
God.
time no see.
How are you?
Finally.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm okay.
This is amazing. Oh my, give me here. Do
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
nice.
Hi.
you want to eat here or you want to go somewhere else?
I want to go somewhere else.
Get in, let's
okay.
go.
Okay. Yay.
This is amazing. Okay. What kind of food do you feel like? So we can look something up.
You know I like tender greens.
I know.
Is there tender greens around
Is there
here?
one out here?
Oh no, and Hollywood's far from here.
It's so
actually.
far.
Okay.
So do you live around here?
Yeah, I'm not far. I'm on.
Okay. How did you get settled into that place?
It's actually a program that I got into after I was when I got out of prison.
Okay. And do you mind if I ask, like, why did you go to prison?
Okay, so remember I was living in the tents.
Yes.
And one night I was out getting water for my tent, and I came across this guy. He wasn't dressed in security clothes or anything like that, right? And so he came up to me and he was yelling. I was getting water. I was filling up my water container, and he was like, "You can't be here. You can't be here." So I was like, "Okay, I'm leaving. I'm just getting my water. This is usually where I get my water from.
Right.
I've been getting it here from the whole time.
Exactly.
Usually when I fill up, they let me get my water and then I leave without a problem." So he's like, "No, you need to stop doing that right now." And he was like yelling and screaming, and he called me a bitch, right? So I told him, and he walked up on me, right? And he pulled out something out of his pocket like he was gonna hit me, and I had my knife on me.
Oh shit.
And so I pulled out this big long kitchen knife, right?
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, "Look, I don't know you, but I don't want to hurt you." I said, "So I'd appreciate if you leave me alone."
Exactly.
And he called the police, and he told the police that I pulled a knife out on him. And so I left the scene. I got down to Sunset Boulevard by Vine Street, and the police pulled up on me, and they were like, "Where's the knife? Where's the knife?" And I was like, "It's in my basket."
Right.
And then so they took the knife, and then she was like, searching me, and she was like, "So if you tell me where all the knives are, I won't take you to jail." I was like, "Okay, well, they're right there at my tent."
Exactly.
And she was like, I was like, "Sorry, you gonna let me go?" She's like, "No, I'm still gonna take you to jail for assault with a deadly weapon."
No way.
So I went to court, right? And I had a prior for assault with a deadly weapon.
Right, because that was what happened prior with the chain, right?
Yeah.
And someone messing with you in the tent?
Yeah.
Can you guys tell us, like, what happened with Kim? Because we don't know where she's at.
Well, the other night there was
honest.
a dispute about a tent.
We got you a fresh new tent.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
Yes, I love you, Brennen. Thank you very much.
Too.
And she came out of her tent with a chain, a big chain and lock, and started going after our nephew.
And so basically, when I went to see the judge was like, "You're looking at 4 years in state prison."
Oh my God.
And I was like, "For what?" And they were like, "It took a while, it took like 3 months." And then eventually she told me, "You have a prior for the same thing, and you signed a promissory note saying that you wouldn't commit the same crime within 6 months, and it's been 4 months.
Oh, no.
So you have to do your time." So there was no way I could get around it or whatever the case may be. So I actually had to do 2 years. So that was in 2019. I got out in 2021, January.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's it. That explains why we couldn't find you again.
Right.
We were
And then-
looking for you.
And then I was like, that's unusual because Brennen knows to check jail.
Yeah. Well, this time we didn't know which jail. Was it the same jail?
No, it was Chowchilla prison.
That's what happened, because I called that same jail and they just wouldn't tell me anything.
I was in prison this time.
And this time I thought maybe you went back to up, because I remember you said your family's up north or
Right,
something, so I
yeah.
thought maybe she just left. I was like hoping for the best.
Yeah.
I tried to find, I think I asked people on the streets at the time.
Yeah.
Some guy was like, "You know Kim is still around here?"
Nope. She's locked up.
Is she really?
Yep.
When did that happen?
That bitch is locked up.
Really? When did that happen?
I don't know, bro.
Got it.
There's too many questions now.
All right, my man. Thank you so
Like
much.
the police now.
No, no way. She's just a friend of mine. And then it
Wow.
kind of like kicked us out of that area that you used to be in.
Wow.
So it was crazy. So where is this prison that you were at?
It's in you know, Chowchilla. You can look up the name of Chowchilla because I don't really remember what. It's a weird city that starts with a C.
Okay.
But it is kind of going towards north.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah, it was tragedy, right?
Yeah.
It was sudden. It was unexpected. I couldn't believe it. It was accidental. I didn't stab anybody. I didn't kill anybody. I just actually had the knife, and they consider that assault with a deadly weapon. When you pull out any type of abstract weapon, it could be a shower rod, it could be a stick, it could be a bat, anything. If you just pull it out on a person, it's considered assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh my God. Even if you don't assault someone with
Even
it.
if you do not assault anyone.
Wow.
Yeah, because if I would have stabbed someone, I would probably still be in jail.
Exactly. So you got out January 2021. So
22.
oh, 2022. So you've been out for a year now.
Almost a year.
Okay. And how like what have you been doing since then?
So since I got out, when I was in prison, right, I was blessed, and I found this lady came to talk to me, and she was like, so what are your plans for when you get out of prison? Where are you going to go? I said, you know what, really, I'm not from here. I just incidentally got into some trouble out here. I said, I don't really have a place to go. She said, okay, well, I'm not going to let you leave out on the street. She said, I'm going to look. We had 2 days, okay? She says, I'm going to call these people, and I'm going to see if they can get you in such a short notice of time. So she came back in 2 days exactly. She gave me this paper. She said, I found a place for you. She said, I'm not going to let you go on the street. I called them. They're going to pick you up from Union Station the day that you get released, and you're going to go there. I was like, okay, because I didn't really know, you know, it was all on the hope, right?
Exactly.
I didn't know what kind of place it was. And when I got to the place, I met the lady who owned the place that I was living at. She's a very prominent lady. She's very nice and blessed. They helped you with, of course, housing, getting your food together, getting a cell phone, getting a job, and all this stuff. And I've been working and stuff ever since.
Really? That's amazing to hear. So where have you been working?
I work at this home for women and men released from prison as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I actually helped them there, and
you're kind of doing similar of like what that lady did for you, is
kind
it?
of, yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
And do you really enjoy it there?
Yeah, it's nice.
That's good.
It's nice. So I've just been doing that, and I'm sticking with it. I started going to school.
Really? Oh my God, what are you studying?
I'm taking classes to be an addiction studies counselor.
Wow, that's beautiful. So you're kind of like trying to help people who, you know, if were in the similar situation as you were.
Yes, that's what
great.
a lot of people say that is going to be good for me to do.
That's really cool.
Right.
When are you expected to be like finished with school?
I got some good news. I just took one of my tests, and I got a 30 out of 30.
Wow!
So, thank you.
Celebrate
Thank
today.
you. So I'm doing kind of good in the class. I expect it should be over in January sometime. That'll be the end of the class. It was a set of 3 courses. And the first one I got a C in, but I did pass. A C is passing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm doing my last 2, and then I'll be done with that.
Oh my God! So then you'll be ready to start work.
Yes.
Full on.
Yes.
That's great.
Yes.
That is really cool. And have you were you kept in touch with anyone who you were friends with on the streets?
You know what? I haven't even been over to my old stomping grounds.
Really?
Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope. I haven't been over there, so I haven't saw anyone. But since I've been out, okay, because when I was in prison, right, my parole, because I was on parole.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, and then my parole agent, she called me and she was like, you know what? I didn't give out any information because I don't do that. But you have an aunt trying to find you.
Really?
And I was like, seriously? My aunt's trying to find me? She was like, yeah, your aunt's trying to find you. So I got on the phone. I didn't want to call. I was reluctant to call, right? Because I haven't seen my family in over 5 years.
Oh my God, okay, yeah.
And so I called, and she was like, I've been looking all over for you, blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to call some of my old friends on Facebook. I looked them up to see if I could find them. And I found Angel, which is one of my good friends.
Angel is who contacted me and gave me your number and said said that you were trying to get a hold of me, and she's the reason why we're here right now today.
Yes, thank you.
Of course, no, thanks, Angel.
Yeah.
She really is an angel.
Yeah, she's really an angel, and that's her real name. Okay? And so that was my best friend. We've been friends for over 20 years.
Yeah, she was sending me some of your guys' old photos,
Yeah.
like some like classic day photos.
Yeah. I just went back for Halloween.
Nice.
I went up north and visited,
Nice.
right, for about 4 or 5 days, and I stayed with Angel at her place and saw my aunt that I hadn't seen in about 5 years.
Wow.
My uncle, my grandmother, and things like that. So I really had a really good time rekindling with them and seeing them and stuff like that, right?
That's amazing. And how did everyone treat you after not seeing them for so long?
Well,
Was it with like open arms or?
Yeah, it was open arms.
Oh my
It was
God.
really nice. It was really nice. And I'm just saying, like, things change. Like, you never know what could happen, right? And I really appreciate you because you've been a good person in my life. You were positive, and that keeps me going too. To know that you're a really good person and you were positive and stuff, right? And things changed all of a sudden. They changed.
That's beautiful. That's amazing. Like that's great for everyone to hear too, because it's like sometimes people think they're stuck in a rut, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where life's pounding them down and they're not finding like that light that they need to find, and it's just proof in you right here that you can find the light. You can turn your life around and you can make something of your life. Like you look amazing, Ken. Like 150 times better.
Thank you.
I mean, you always looked great, but
Okay,
you know.
thank you.
It's good. It's so good to see you the way you are right now.
Thank you.
Of course. How long do these programs last? Like that you're in? Like how long do you have there?
They give you a year,
Mm-hmm.
but because I'm getting off of parole soon, I have to leave.
What is your plan going forward? Like where are you gonna live? Because you don't want to go back to the streets.
No.
Of course.
Right now, I'm filling out a lot of applications for a lot of places, waiting for people to call me back about housing.
Like also, like the viewers need to know, like you're still struggling.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's not
you
all
look great
great
and everything,
dandelions.
but, like, no, like your whole life is still not.
And I'm facing homelessness is what I'm telling you.
You're coming
Like,
really close to it.
right,
back
because
into it.
because they're saying that I cannot stay here once I'm off of parole. I'm off of parole in January, you guys.
Yeah, so you
we
literally have
literally
a month. And
not
this
even
week,
barely. We want to definitely start trying to help him as much as we can. You guys know we work with Hope of the Valley. I'm gonna send out a call and see what we can do. But the only way that this is gonna be possible is with your guys' help. So spam up Hope of the Valley's Instagram page. Tell them that you guys want him in a house. This is how we'll get her there, with the power of social media. So any way you guys can help at all, we're gonna start a GoFundMe for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Try to get
Thank
you some income. So if you have it in your heart to donate, please, there's a link down below. Let's get her into a nice place to live. Let's get her a car. Let's get her life.
Yes, definitely. That would be great, right? I do not want to go back to living on the streets anymore.
No way.
Like, no.
That is not.
You know my